Hey, welcome to this Transformers toy review, where we are taking a look at our last Beast Wars figure, where we are ending Beast Wars Month Volume 2. This is not the last Beast Wars figure we'll ever do, because there's more to get and more to look at. But this is the last one in this theme month. As we move on to our next theme month, next Sunday, which will be Women's Month. But let's take a look at Buzzsaw, the Waspinator lookalike. But before we look at Waspinator, let's do our shout-outs of the week. First, back to the media at 48 South Loudon Street, here in lovely Winchester, Virginia, at the lovely Walking Mall. And where you get all your video game needs, and I do mean all, from the Atari all the way up to current systems, and games for each one of those consoles. So go ahead and check them out. My first game system I ever owned was an Atari. As a matter of fact, that was the only game console I've ever owned, next to a Game Boy. But and I actually got that Atari second hand from my cousin. But that's cool. You know, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then I've got, then back to the media. Also got CDs, records, all points in between. So go ahead and check them out. That's back to the media. Let's move on to Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles. We can get all kinds of toys and collectibles from there. From Transformers, G.I. Joe, and all points in between. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Thundercats, and all that good stuff. Unfortunately, Buzzsaw I did not get from Time Travelers. I got from Walmart. But it's still all good. But you get all kinds of toys and collectibles from Time Travelers. But if you need a comic book and you need that itch scratched, you can go to 80 Weems Lane to 4 Color Fantasies and check them out. You can get all kinds of Marvel, DC, Image, IDW, all points in between. And definitely check them out. Please do. Because I got plenty of comic books from there. But they were mostly G.I. Joe. But, hey, it is what it is. But if this channel is also big on mental health awareness, where you can actually go to 80 Weems, or not 80 Weems Lane, but that's for Color Face View, at 133 West Boscawen Street, Suite number 10, and see Robert C. Brown at Healing Grace Counseling Services. And if Rob doesn't have what you're looking for, you can go to Northwestern Community Services Board. Both places you can actually get all the counseling and whatnot that you need. Hey, there's nothing above it. I go through that myself. But moving on, if you are in the Winchester, Clark County area and you need a bank, may I suggest the Bank of Clark County. They are a good bank. I've been with them since 2018. 5 years now. I'm really glad to have been part of this bank. And our next shout out is for our next shout out is for insurance. If you need insurance of any kind, may I suggest State Farm. And they got great insurances on home, renters insurance, boat insurance, all points in between. So like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. So go ahead and check them out. Let's move on to Buzzsaw. This is Buzzsaw. He basically is the mold mate for Waspinator. Same mold. But very different paint apps, where they had the somewhat translucent purple plastic. It is now black. The legs are black, the antennae are black. So this is a really, really good, good looking. He looks more like a bee than Waspinator did, but it's all well and good. His legs are very much articulated, you can tell. You get him from underneath, you can see some robot kibble, but it's still cool. But his wings are articulated on a ball joint. So is his antennae. But let's go ahead and take a look at Waspinator in his robot mode. Here's Buzzsaw in his robot mode. But let's take a look at his weapon, his only weapon, which is his stinger gun, which actually makes the stinger part of the bee. But here he is in his robot mode. His bee head is his chest, and nice purple, green, black, and yellow paint scheme. Where he can also, he's got good up and down movement on his head. His head can rotate. Whoa, hang on 1 minute. Oh, his head is on ball joint. So you can see the movement, and his arms are on a ball joint, can rotate, swivel. He's got a elbow band, hand movement, which is mostly for rotation, for transformation, but it's still cool. His legs on a ball joint. With that, he's got a knee bend. His legs got a great rotation. And that's pretty much it. So let's look at him with his weapon in his hand. So here he is, all geared up for battle. This is a good looking Predacon. I'm glad I got this guy. Got him from Walmart. He's a very good looking Decepticon. Very similar to Buzzsaw. But, it's all well and good. But this is a top tier figure. You see MGO316 for her reviews on him. Patriot Prime reviews. Prime versus Prime. Optopotamus. They all do this guy. So this is a good looking Transformer. I'm thankful I got him. And but this has been Buzzsaw. This has been Beast Wars month. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. Later on down the line, I hope we could do another one. But this has been Buzzsaw, so tune in next week as we start Women's Month. Tune in Tuesday as we end Black History Month. But as for Cooper Island, until all are one, see you in the next one.